You know, if you're walking through the shadow of the valley of death, fear no evil. Pretty simple.
Shocking was probably my first initial reaction, hearing about the shootings at the church.
I remember it was at night. Our coach called us and was calling everybody trying to see where we were, and it woke me up, and he's like, "Where are you?"
All the guys stay together in the apartment, which is a block away, so he just really wanted to call to make sure everybody was inside.
I later find out, I look on the news, on Twitter, see that there was an incident at the church down the street, and then we all get together as a team and kind of just figure out what was going on.
Couldn't really wrap your mind around what was going on, and then once you heard, you just couldn't really believe it, so it was tough. Like right after we saw this gym, like the place we play all the time, they used it for the ceremony afterwards, the actual funeral. We came to like everything we could, and they welcomed us with open arms.
You know, when the funeral took place, the players were trying to get in the gym, and me and my staff, we were already here, and there was so much traffic here and such a line to get into this building.
It was packed. I don't think I've ever seen Charleston so packed before. I came and got in line first to try and save a spot, and there's just no way we were going to get in where I was.
The players decided to walk down by Mother Emanuel just one more time together to look at the church and, you know, cry together and pray. And they ran into a few members who were actually on their way to the funeral.
A member from the church recognized us and told us to jump in line with him.
And that member allowed the players to walk in with them.
That right there, like him recognizing us and us recognizing him and the rest of the church, kind of bridged the gap between just basketball and the community.
The reaction to the incidents, you know, it was all love. It wasn't any hate.
In my opinion, you can't respond with hate. I mean, love is kind of the only response that actually changes things. What's been good about it is the city of Charleston, the community kind of had that same mindset.
That's how we are. You're never going to resolve or solve anything when you revert to violence. It hit home for me simply because 3 of the 9 victims I had a personal connect with. Reverend Dr. Daniel Simmons, he pastored my church, and one of the things that he always preached at the beginning of the year is don't look back. And I thought about that if we look back at this situation, we're going to get angry. So during that time period, we showed a tremendous expression of love and forgiveness. Sports has a very unique way of bringing people together, and when we put that uniform on, we become one.
You knew you kind of wanted to do something as a team to kind of show your respect.
So we put that patch to honor the Mother Emanuel Church, just so it's a reminder that, you know, we're playing for a lot more than what we maybe have played for in the past.
There was 9 lives lost in the tragedy, so they kind of represented those lives with 9 doves. So we have them on our shorts, a lot of our shirts that we wear, and it's just kind of cool to just feel a part of what's going on. So it is a big pride booster, like when you go city to city and you have Charleston on the front of your jersey, you know you're playing for something bigger than you.
Seeing our name on ESPN at Sports Center, saying that's Charleston, like the event that happened in Charleston doesn't affect us, but as a team, we're going to overcome everything else that's going on and uplift the community around us.
That's kind of personally like the message that I've been taking from it is like you can kind of provide inspiration for a lot of people in dark times. You have an opportunity here on a platform to kind of show what you really want to be about. So like in light of that situation, like you got a chance to really inspire a lot of people and show how you should respond. So we kind of use that as motivation, like here on the court, to show what we want to be about.
I think we stand for the community. We stand for Charleston. We play for Charleston. We are Charleston.